Alright, Commodades, yeah, it's pretty spectacular for PS1, isn't it? It's a 98 release, so yeah, it did remarkably well on that, didn't they? Hi, Amadeus. Good games on Smash Bros. Earlier, man. As I say, you're so good as Joker on there, fair play, man. Now, how are you both this evening? It's good to see you, Commodades. How have you been there? If you're keeping well. Right, let's get started, shall we? So get the in-game sound back, oh gosh, and turn that way the hell down. Maybe about... think about there, maybe. Oh, cheers, well, sentiments returned. That shader, cool. So, I think we're quite near the end of this, from what I've read. We got onto the second disc last night, which took quite a while to figure out how to do. Oh, actually, I think we have to do it. Actually, yeah, we'll have to do it here, so if you want to hurry up. Alright. Here goes. Alright, so... how did we ejected the virtual disk tray? So we've set disk 2 in. Now we've closed the virtual disk tray. Oh, that's actually really easy. It took me a good few minutes to figure that out last night. You would not believe. Oh, cool. What have you been playing on PS3, Commodores? Oh, cool to hear that. Right, so apparently we're at a point of no return now in this, so we're going to go back to the police station quickly. I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't think it'll take us too long to, Hiya, Cricken! How you doing today, man? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. As I say, we should probably be done, well... no, I won't speak in definitive terms, just in case, but... I feel like we'll probably be done, maybe by, let's say maybe by midnight at the very least. Oh, you're playing Dead Space 3, nice! Oh, you've got Parasite Eve experience, oh nice. It's almost a shame in a way, because it almost feels kind of wasteful to... I remember Metal Gear Solid was like that as well, actually. Maybe not as extreme a case as this, but like the first disc was definitely longer than the second one on that. Amadeus! Oh dude, I went so late on this last night. I actually went past 2 AM. The running gag became a reality. Kind of embarrassing though. Right, so... right, yeah, so... there's quite a bit we missed here then. It feels like... this guy you give trading cards to for him to, yeah, it feels like there's quite a bit of side stuff we've missed on this, potentially. We did go into that warehouse, which got us... oh, I'm on the item. Oh, that's why I was trying to look for the weapons. They're not here. Perhaps understandably. Yeah, so I've got to be quite choosy with what I stick in here. I mean, I don't know if... so a couple of days we basically did the museum part of this. And, yeah, we're just right after that, basically, so we're about to go and confront Eve on the top floor, more or less. I'll just try and decide the final few little upgrade things to do. Oh, nice, Cricket, how's that going? Did you get the Luigi's Mansion 3 theme? on that, Kraken. Good on you if you did. Okay, so this is a bit tough. Basically, so I've changed the equipment, and the last one I've got 2 attributes on it: HP max and auto use potions. Ugh, I should have saved that HP max, really. I almost did as well, annoyingly. Basically, I'm gonna have to lose that. I mean, I could probably get it back with a super tool, but well, it'll be alright. There we go, so that's our current one with large kind of plus stats we've added from previous equipment. Oh, nice combo, you finished it twice! Yeah, I cleared the warehouse. I struggled more than I'd care to admit on the boss there, but we did get it done. Hiya, Jeff! 7 hours streamed. Oh, I can't, but I did it, man. I probably did it, and I'm not proud. Yeah, so I don't want to lose that increased max HP one, obviously, but that one is so good, the one that automatically uses medicine. When the HP is low, it means I don't have to waste as many turns healing myself. But yeah, if I do, like, I'm keeping multiple saves, so if I do want to go back to that one, I can at least, but yeah, makes me sad. I had to make a bit of a compromise. The warehouse. It is a bit. I'll say the game hasn't been too. The game hasn't been too tricky in certain ways, honestly. Like I've been quite surprised actually at how like ammo has not been a problem at all, really. Which I kind of expected it to be given the horror trappings, but I don't mind too much in a way. So let's see if but yeah, that warehouse was quite tough. We did the oh, what's the boss in the oh, I can't remember the boss in the museum now. Well, so what is this with Maida's gun? Like, the attack stat on it was really weak. So I'm not really sure what the... I don't know if there's some kind of... I mean, he recommended them because he's injected it with something, I don't know. Wait a minute. Okay. We're reloading the save. I've just spotted something. So, you know, I was just moaning about having to make a compromise by having to choose one thing or the other. To... Oh, wait, no, hold on. No, we can't really anyway. Well, actually, no, we will... Sorry, I'm being annoying, yeah. It is useful eventually, is it? So, I obviously don't want to, I don't want to, like, upgrade from it and therefore destroy it when I get an ability from it. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't mind Tetris 99 with, like, the Joy-Con D-pad, but, I know there's a little mileage may vary on that, so I do understand. It is worth, if you're playing on, like, a Pro Controller, and if your D-pad on that isn't ideal, like if it registers diagonals easily, there is the option, you've got that option to make it so you've got to press directly up to do a hard drop, instead of it picking up diagonals as well. That might be worth looking into. Yeah, well, so the thing is, was that in Japan? Because I feel like Bayonetta was a 2010 game, but I might be wrong on that. Oh, I've upgraded the Halloween playlist as well. I should have done that sooner, really. But yeah, okay, so we can store equipment. Which one was it? Yeah, this is the kind of game I'm very happy to have people in chat who know about it, so thank you, thank you, Commodores. Do appreciate that. Okay, so at the very least we can, yeah, so we're gonna steal the water potion from that armor. because it's silent in this area, we'll just have playing this music on for a bit. There we go, so... unfortunately, I still don't have enough space on that. But yeah, so we've still got the armor with the HP max if we still want to get that. I think I used the trading card that was in here, yeah. Oh, it's a bugger. Whatever I used it for probably wasn't as worthwhile as this as well. Oh, as well, Cumber. These good luck charms that Mida kept giving me, I've kept them on me. Is that the... am I right to have done that? Oh, it was 2010 January everywhere else. Yeah, that seems right from memory. So it's a bit of a gap there, wasn't there, between it in Japan and elsewhere? I wonder if many people imported Bayonetta at the time. You had the battle theme in your head all day at work. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, that might not be a bad thing. It's a good battle theme. But yeah. Still them. Oh, really? I'd like to think they were put in there to be like a placebo thing, you know. Oh, well, let me move that one. It would actually let me move the narrator. That's weird. Yeah. The clamp key. Do I have to have one of them then? No, it will not let me move the narrator no matter what. I guess that was just stuck on me. But getting two of them off at least is quite good, so I really want to use as much space as possible for everything else. I will say, Lone Survivor, even though I liked it, it wasn't one of my favorite games I played this month, but it might have had the best soundtrack, certainly up there. Well, actually, probably that and the Castlevania Doom mod we played. I don't have any medicine, actually, do I? I've read Cumber Dane's the final boss on this is quite cryptic, so I've got a guide at the hand. If it does come to it. So... okay. Let's move these across. I actually went through quite a lot of rockets on the last boss. I wonder if I should have saved those. There's like one left. So yeah, we'll keep Maida's gun. I'll have a look and see if there's any guns worth upgrading from. Oh, there we go, got a song from this game on the playlist. Sure, why not? Agreed. It's quite cool. Yeah, the bosses have been cool in this. I love the battle system in this game, Cumber. I have to look into if there's other games that have a similar battle system to this. I can't really... like, this obviously is a cocktail of other things, like a bit of Chrono Trigger, a bit of, I guess maybe the Mana games a little in terms of the action stuff. Also, do you have a particular gun you... sorry, I don't mean to bombard you with questions, Cumber. Do you have a particular gun you favour in this? Because I should probably... I've been using a rifle for the vast majority of the game. I wonder if it's probably about time that I look into... maybe look at a handgun. Actually, oh wow, yeah. Oh, connected. Oh god, yeah, we're using this one. Oh, that one seems really good. Only for be a bit sad to lose these effects. That's the only thing. I don't want to spend ages looking for super tools, so do that. Cover just uses natural enchant with the enemies. I tried to. That might be the one that saw me through it. Yeah, it might be the one I had. I think it's this current one actually. Or is it this one or the one before? Yeah, there's a very good chance that was the same rifle actually. Yeah. I think I might be about to upgrade it finally. I lose range quite a bit, but I have higher base, so I know the handgun's much quicker. And this lets me enter 2 commands, so that's really good. So we're gonna finally say goodbye to this rifle and hopefully not regret that. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll just very quickly, we'll do a quick save here. Yeah, what did you play this on, Cumber? Was that like, I think I remember you said you played like downloaded the PS1 classics. Did you buy this from the American PSN as well? Is this another case of me playing a game, like the file from that on here? I'm so glad I got to this, man. This is, I've been generally very enamoured with this game. It's not perfect. The script is a bit blunt, and there was a weird pro-gun part that... oh yeah. I don't think it's aged terribly well in terms of guns and police, but... still, it's worked its magic on me really nicely. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna... hopefully I don't regret this, but this handgun seems really good. So... use the rifle for the vast majority of the game. Again, probably the same one you used, Cumber, I'm gonna guess. US PSN, nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I probably got it while I was on sale, maybe. I was eyeing up quite a few of the Squaresoft games on there, like the ones I've heard about for so long, but never really got round to. Okay, I'm out of tools now, so... oh, and I need to make sure... I always forget to equip the weapon after as well, which... yeah, that was M800, wasn't it? And if it doesn't have any... hopefully I get another tool I can use too. Although I don't know how much I've got left, like... I almost wonder if we've done the final dungeon, in a sense. But yeah, we'll get rid of every weapon. Well, not get rid of them, just put them in storage. I know there is a bit of post-game stuff to play with as well in this, which is quite nice. So. Yeah, I did. The music's reminded me. I did consider playing Ghouls and Ghosts, which is the second Ghosts and Goblins game, sometime this month. Didn't quite happen, but. Yeah, look at that show. We're doing alright for ammo, aren't we? I expected that to be more of a fin, to be honest, than this. I don't think did I get another... yeah, hopefully I get more rockets. I always like getting into games for the first half to hear about them, but there's also twins of regret that this would be the last time I get to... oh, oh, how poignant, man, yeah. I get what you mean. I suppose that's the sort of thing I could be very susceptible to, that feeling, but I think I'm probably quite lucky in that it feels like there's still so many games I want to get to anyway. That even ones that could have that aspect to them. They don't end up being too much of a struggle in that sense. But I do know what you... it's because I just sort of like, well, there's still so many other games I want to play. But I do get what you mean. Just check. I've like definitely got... okay, yeah, that is... actually, that does have better base. Well, I should be wearing that, actually, really. Oh, in fact, yeah, if I... yeah, I probably should have upgraded. I don't think I've handled my armor very well now that I look at it. So if it really does come to it, we'll have to reload that. Hopefully we'll be alright. I know the kind of post-game endless dungeon you can go to, that's definitely something we'll have to take a big look at. But like, that's something you would need a heck of a lot of stuff for. Jeff, we actually... That dungeon I did at the end of the last stream, that was actually... That had a few... They were kind of posed as, you know, like in museums you get like interactive little trivia things where you have to... a funny thing, yeah, we got police station music from Resident Evil 2 while we're in the police station in this game. But yeah, Jeff, there were trivia questions that were like asking about historical biological things. Like, I assume those were all true. I don't know if any of those were heightened in this game's reality, but yeah, I was just sort of like, why do I keep picking the PS1 games that are asking general knowledge things of me that I don't know? So I'm woefully ill-informed. Okay, we'll go straight for this. I don't know if I feel like we might potentially be a bit unprepared, but we'll see how it goes. So, oh, the raft you went with was the one you get for exchanging junk. Okay, no, we didn't get the same. It wasn't the same one then. No, I definitely had a different one on that front. Okay, we'll put the in-game music back on there. Cool. There's a number of games I wish I could get that first time experience in. Yeah, it's that's often been kind of a fun question posed if you could just erase your memory of one piece of media, be it a game or a book or something similar. Which one would you pick? Definitely get you on that. Just as weapon, this is general knowledge. I wish. The PS1 wants to be a millionaire. Oh wow. What the hell well that emulates? I should use that super sampling mode I was talking about, the one I'm using on this. I should use that on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire PS1. Look amazing, I bet. Yeah, I've heard that if you give him 300 junk. I got some junk to give him, but it was nowhere near 300. So we'll get the, try out our handgun for the first time. Which has much worse range than our... Oh gosh, it's so much quicker though. Yeah. Oh, I do like how much quicker that is. Potentially a high critical, gosh, high critical rate on it though. So when did you play through this? Oh, that's right. Oh, this is so cool. So we've got I can do heal and I can also shoot. Oh, that's such a good ability. I think keep track of when I got this handgun. I'm so very glad I did. What did you generally like to upgrade on this in terms of bonus points? I'm definitely I kind of saw advice online saying to do like the your weapons primarily. I have tried to do like I've done a little bit of, especially the active time. I think I'll increase. Actually, let's go higher on Parasite Energy Defense, which is basically special defense, I think. Oh, nice, Jeff. Yeah, that was quite tense, that. It wasn't a terribly good run I had on it, but we did do it. Yeah, it's been a really cool dungeon, this museum one. This game's cottoned on smartly onto the idea of, like, a place being abandoned. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Oh god, I can't believe I did that. That's why I'm streaming a bit later today. It was Hanover, and yeah. Oh wait. So there's the. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th floor we need to be on. But where do we? Oh, it is through here, is it? But, well, no, I can't get through there. Assume we have to go up another way. I think it's the. Let me have a look at the. Oh really? You did play that long ago? Oh nice. Yeah, we've done a month full of horror games, or horror-themed games, and I knew I wanted to get one retro one in there. This was the one we went with. Oh, so actually, Okay, so if I heal, and then... Oh, that is cool. Very glad I spotted this equipment. I just wish I had perhaps been a bit more... I don't think I made the right choice with armor. We'll see. I'm not that excited to get ammo. I basically want any other kind of... Like, I need more potions. I need, yeah, I need more, yeah, basically more recovery stuff, really. Forgive me, I'm just trying to get the, there we go. Trying to get the guide back up. Ooh. So, now we need to get to the 4th floor. This is quite cool, because we can do, we can do barrier. And still attack at the same turn. Sorry, I probably need to make that a bit louder, don't I? Oh, I do like how much quicker this is than the rifle I was using. There we go. She actually carries a handgun around, like in the overworld as well, so I guess it's more canonical, I guess, to be using a use the handgun with her. Yeah, I'd like to give that a go at some. I don't fancy my chances based on what I've heard in the post-game dungeon. Apparently, it's really difficult. Oh, so got this. Oh, this is one of those guides. I don't mean to be ungrateful. I'm very thankful that someone wrote this guide. But it's one of those ones that's like, oh, go back to this room. I'm like, well, I don't remember exactly where it was. Let's say go back to the Triceratops room, which... What was that? I mean, it might not hurt us to do a few random battles now, so I'm alright. Yeah, no worries. Is someone else in our group streaming? Oh, Ped's probably is, isn't he? Oh, cool. Should have gone in that room. Actually, would this count as the... I remember getting attacked by the... guess we don't jump down there. Oh, cool. Oh wow, quite a lot of us on. I think we might be a bit quicker now as well, I think. Oh nice, we're getting medicines, yeah, so if we're going to be lost at least. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Yeah, no worries, man. You did quite a bit of grinds on your playthrough, yeah. I've done a little bit, doing the police station bit when the dog went berserk. Which really upset me. There we, There I did quite a bit of grinding before I started streaming that day. I think it has helped out a bit. Oh gosh. So I think it might be, this one. Oh yeah, pasties! Thanks so much for coming in, man. I hope your eyes are in, Pasties had an eye operation today, thanks. Send him all the good vibes. Maybe this smooth, low-res image of a PS1 game with lots of vomit on the screen here. Perhaps that'll help put you at ease, Parasite Jazz. It's a bit, yeah, I got a bit confused by that comment, because they seem very situational, like they'll happen in certain points. I wasn't completely clear on where they were. But as I said, I really like this battle system. It's just a clever way to fuse horror and turn-based combat, I feel. This game's held up really well for me. Though we're talking about Bayonetta being 10 years old, this is 21 years old. So yeah, I guess we'll just have kind of a general... When I realise what room it is the guy's referring to, I'll feel really stupid because it's probably very obvious. Oh, was it this one maybe? Oh, oh, I might have made a mistake. One of the things I put back in the police station, like item storage, was the key for this building, because I assumed we didn't need it anymore. I think we do for that bit. That'd be an easy thing to... Like, imagine if I came back to this after, like, several months or something. I probably wouldn't know which key that was. Alright then. Let's quickly go all the way back. Quite near the end, I think, past these. I think this is one of those PS1 games passes that came on 2 discs, and embarrassingly it took me ages to figure out how to change the disc. It was through this menu. But yeah, I was looking at a 10-hour playthrough, and it looks like on that playthrough it was basically an hour left from this point. So I feel like it really wouldn't take us much longer. Yeah, so there's fixed trigger points on when they'll appear, yeah. I had a few irritating cases of like, oh, I don't want to fight this enemy, so I just want to go past them. So I'd run from the fight, but the game would still clearly want me to do the fight anyway. That primarily happened in the warehouse especially, like even after you ran away from the fight, they'd still be, still run into the problem there. There we go. What was it? It was the clamp key, There we go. Yeah, I don't think I really got anything out of giving him the junk we came across. So I know you get that rifle at 300 bits of junk, but what I've not been clear on is if you get anything in between that. It's obviously a bit of a grind, isn't it, to get something from that? Yeah, did you have any games back in the day that were multiple discs past these? So I think it was primarily RPGs that did that, obviously because of their crazy game length. In fact, the only non-RPG I can think of is Metal Gear Solid that had multiple discs. I think it was games that primarily... games that had like either a lot of FMV sequences or a lot of voice acting. And I don't think Metal Gear Solid has any... Well, no, it has like the stock footage clips, but otherwise I think most of the Metal Gear Solid discs would be taken up by the voice acting. Yeah, it might not have been that wildly common. I think there were a few PS2 games that did as well. Again, probably the Final Fantasies. Yeah, there you go. Randy was 2 discs, yeah. I like the multiple discs thing. It's quite a good way to measure how far you are in the game as well, I think. Like, with Jeff, I know when you've been streaming Final Fantasy VIII, Jeff, I'm often asking which disc you're on. Which is kind of a reliable sort of way to say how far you are through. Roughly, anyway. As I say, it can be a little weird with how much or how little is on one particular disc in these kind of games. Like, honestly, on this one, it seems like 80% of at least the main story is the first disc. And the rest is, and there's just 20% or so in the last disc. Okay, so we haven't been in... Wait, I'm sure we've been in here before. Oh, was that one of the ones he locked, that door, maybe? But yeah, expect more PS1 streams in time, along with 1 or 2 other retro systems. I am doing a Virtual Boy game stream at some point. Namely Virtual Boy Wario Land. I don't know when I'll get to that, but... And, actually speaking of Wario Land, I want to do the 3rd one on Game Boy Color as well. This is I think that's the only numbered Wario Land I haven't beaten. So I shall write that hideous wrong. Yeah, I really like emulated PS1 stuff. It's generally not too problematic in terms of things going wrong. We had one weird graphical glitch on this earlier with one of the enemy projectiles, but I think that's basically been it, so not too bad. I just love the benefits from it. Like, usually I'm just... Oh god, that wasn't anything at all. Yeah, usually, like, rendering from a higher resolution, or the trick this emulator has where you can, like, reduce some of the wobbliness you often get on, like, 3D character models in PS1 games. It's our good friend Dr. Clamp and his kind of self-brought upon end. I love this as well. I've got loads of chunky CRT monitors in this as well. That guy from Digital Foundry would be happy. As would I. But yeah, I was going the right way after all. I guess we'll just have a quick kind of peruse around the museum. No, this was a room we were in earlier. Well, I don't think we went all the way this path, so maybe this is a... And yeah, I'll check out the sequel to this sometime, although I'm not... Based on what I've heard, I'm not massively... Oh, is this the one we... I think we might... Oh, it might be this room, actually. Nice to the museum. Nice. Oh, we've got a couple of choices for stairs, actually. Oh, was there a chest up here that I... There was a chest around here that I had to... like, full of items for. Yeah, well, we even had, like, Night at the Museum style dinosaur skeleton, like, skeletal dinosaurs coming to life and stuff, so... Sure. We're all in on that. Oh, so I think that might be the same one, maybe the same one I used, yeah. It's quite cool you've got a few options, like, we had a couple of people in on another stream who recommended one or two. Or who recommended a few tactics. One of the big ones seems to be that people say to go for a pretty low rate of fire in this, because you'll do the same damage just across how many shots you fire anyway. And I guess the advantage to having a higher rate of fire is being able to get more shots across more enemies. Yeah, one cool feature of this game as well, actually. These are items I put in these boxes before. It just so it lets you trade out what you've got for whatever's in the treasure chest. You can come back later and get it. Which is quite a nice feature in the game where you have pretty limited inventory space, like we do here. I would like to eventually, Jeff. I might hold out and see if they ever do a modern port of that. I did buy it on PSP back in the day. It'd be nice to do something in Final Fantasy. I loved Tactics Advance back in the day as well, but I never did beat it. Although I believe it's meant to be quite long. So that's what I liked about this. This was only it's only our third time streaming this, and we're seemingly about to finish it today, which is pretty unprecedented for an RPG from what you'd kind of expect typically. Oh no, don't worry, that's alright. Well, the thing is, like, even if not a joke, I agree anyway. Yeah, that would be a good one to stream. No, I didn't get any, I didn't get any sort of, demand in turn from that, don't worry. Also not recommended, yeah. Yeah, I liked what I haven't played that much of Tactics, unfortunately, which is a shame, because it does... I think it is one of the more celebrated PS1... one of the more celebrated Final Fantasy games, it feels like, especially among, like, pretty hardcore fans of the series. Yeah, I guess it kind of fits with, I mean, like, the Resident Evil games at this time are quite short. Like, horror games don't tend to go on too long. That's why it's quite odd when you get one like Alien Isolation, with it's like 20 hours, I think. I think it's probably just difficult to maintain suspenseful tension over a long period of time. The rare produced so long seems so strong. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still not completely sure where I'm going, but it's a nice excuse just to explore the museum. It's a cool environment. Like, I've said my piece on how much I wish they saved the background renders so we could have higher quality versions of them, but even so, I love this style of pre-rendered visuals we've got going on here with the backgrounds. They're so nice. All effort to make sense doesn't... Yeah, I suppose so, Kraken, yeah. I mean, that's what, in a way, probably makes this one of the easier RPGs of this era to recommend. It's, I think, you know, if this was like a 30-hour film, I probably wouldn't have squeezed it in this month. You haven't played the sequel at all, have you, Cumber? So I feel a lot of people say it's nowhere near as good as this one, and it sounds like it changes things up quite a bit. I'll still give it at least a quick look at some point. But the general consensus seems to be this is by far the best game in the series. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. That would be the most futile feeling, doing a stupidly big 7-hour stream like that and then just feeling like barely made a dent in the game. At least I did feel that here. See, we've got lower range now, but when we have a battle... When we have such a small battle space like this, it doesn't really matter, because our range... The range on our gun pretty much covers the whole area anyway. No, that was not that was not a rad developed RPG. I think they did like a NES one, some sort of maybe Wizards and something. Well, no, Wizards and Warriors like their little platforming trilogy on NES. They did something else, I think, that had turn-based combat. Well, actually, Banjo-Kazooie! Did Banjo-Kazooie kind of start life as an RPG, thinking about it? Okay, here we go, we found the way we wanted to be going. Could use some depth of field there. Foregrounded. Bit of the mild tremors, as you do. Wait, where did we go in from? God, it's really... I really don't like looking at all this horrible congealed, fluidy human remains thing going on. Terribly pleasant. But yeah, Jeff, we were talking about this before. I'll try and set you up with PS1 emulation sometime. I've moaned about RetroArch, the kind of emulation on suite I use for pretty much everything, at least up to a certain point with old systems. I'd probably say that's your best shout for emulating PS1 stuff, and I don't think it should be too tricky to set up. I think you said you've got such a connection with the system, so there'd be a lot of stuff for you to do. I want to see you stream Tombi, or Tomba. I mean, I'd like to get back to Tomba, because I did like what I played of it. I could... I think I saved at a point where I had like little, next to no health and 0 lives left on it. You also want to see who streamed Tombo? Yeah, what is it? Yeah, we got Vagrant Story on here as well. Of a potential future stream, maybe. Oh gosh. Eve's on the other side. See what she's up to then. Oh gosh. Her nervous system went everywhere. It's not socially acceptable. Oh gosh. So when I got a Goro extra pair of arms. She kind of has hair like a Kingdom Hearts character now, doesn't she, actually? She looks one of those organisation people. And she hasn't cut her fingernails in a while. But, you know, fair enough. Oh, nice comeback. Yeah, I didn't get too far. I love that it's like a cool exploration-based platformer, but also quite arcadey. But it also has like an Elder Scrolls quest system. It's so strange. It's quite a lovely day. So, are you going to congratulate me on this birth? Oh. We didn't do a gender reveal party though, Reed. Why do humans give birth? Oh. By the way, that's his sister. For those of you who missed that. That was very well timed, actually. She like moved her arm expressively. Oh god, it's the Sonic Convention 1 opening! Like, lick water pouring out of the, all the drains. Oh gosh. Yuck. Yeah, I love the Klonoa games. I finished both 1, 2, and the first one on GBA that I had back in the day. Which Jeff will remember as one of the 2 games I lost when I was on a French holiday as a teenager. The first Klonoa GBA game in Sonic Advance. Yeah, I did finish. I finished both the Wii remake of Klonoa and the PS1 version as well. And get another PlayStation Network though. There you go. Barely made it through. Did you see that ugly mama? It's my sister, dude. I mean, I know she's had a bit of a fall into zero morality, but God. Oh god, there's a parallel to Inside here. The ending of that game, wow. Oh. Oh god, let's see if I can say that. Immunosuppress. Oh, immunosuppressants. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, it's the kind of word you feel like you take a journey with to say when you got that many syllables. Here's the story. Melissa had a transplant when she was a kid. What kind of transplant? As soon as she got one of your sister's kidneys after Maya died in an accident. Wait, so she's not completely our sister? I think I got confused on the deal there. Your mother and your sister were donors? Your mother's organs could be transplanted after the accident. Maya's kidney was transplanted into the young Eve. The young Melissa. Ah! Oh, that creepy doctor goes way back on this. Oh gosh. Spoiler alert for Inside. This is chaos with head now, crack on. Good on you to reference the greatest aging tweet of our time. Oh gosh. The original was President Maya. Eve killed the host brain, cultured the kidney, and obtained her own physical body. Yeah, a whole lot of, quite a lot of biological horror in this, and also quite a lot of that informing the plot as well. And, possibly a metaphor for puberty, I'm not sure. Talk of your body changing. I know, right? Not the best Pokemon evolution for Michael. Okay, so sorry, it's not technically her sister. There's like part of her sister, but not really consciously, I don't know. Pretty twisted. Yeah. Yeah, Futurama reference and... Actually, was Futurama 98 or 99? Yeah. Yes, the always effectual military in the Japanese pieces of fiction. Always reliably able to take down large, monstrous, kaiju-sized beings. This is when quite a lot of the story comes into it. I am the mitochondria. Yeah, these are definitely some of the best FMVs I've seen on the PS1. I mean, that's reliably an area Square was very good at, wasn't it?
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
sorry, awesome games done quick, man. I don't mean to ruin the story for you. Navy's made their move. Hey, is a bit surprised at that. Can't allow this, they'll be repeating what happened, yeah. Those are the eyes of someone who knows they're about to be kaiju fodder. All that. Gosh, I'm curious to see how this plays out as a final boss. We can't. Each creature will act as a barrier to protect the ultimate being. They've escalated the stakes very well in this, fair play. I mean, we got Manhattan evacuated within an evening, basically, so... Perhaps made inexplicably, but at least means there aren't going to be random civilian deaths here. Yeah, actually, yeah, there is a set of Gears parallel here, yeah. Another PS1 RPG I'd like to get to, although I believe that one's very long, and yeah, apparently they basically, I think they probably stretched themselves too thin on Xenogears in terms of budget, so yeah, apparently a lot of the second disc is mostly cutscenes, like, which isn't what they intended necessarily. Everyone duck, cover your heads, and... So do we get a save point? Do I need to save state at some point? So be a bit of a pain to go through all these again. Oh gosh. Look at Mida covering his poor lad. I was expecting that Mida there to be a traitorous character of some sort, so unless something weird happens at the 11th hour, it's been quite nice that he hasn't been, actually. Better not put Aya in danger here. Oh, Daniel. Oh god, oh gosh. A suicide mission, but without the suicide, basically. Wow. No, it's got Autosteer on. Are you allowed to stream this movie? It's alright, the game's earned this. Needs to fire from a distance where she can't be ignited. There we go. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to do it, because I sure as hell would. Oh. No pressure. Fate lies in your hands. Oh. No. I'm right. Yeah, you really come to like these characters. Like, Daniel's a sort of lovable, bit of a act first, ask questions later, so... Still feel a bit bad we didn't keep the the charms, but I'm starting to worry if we're a bit unprepared for this. I don't feel like we've got many recovery items and such. We'll see.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Also a game with good F&Bs. Partly. Yeah, I guess by the time they were doing this, I guess they had enough Final Fantasy 7 money in their banks. Their banks. This definitely feels like the kind of film they would have made had they not had a monster success in FF7. So how's this going to play out then? This is interesting. Gosh. So it's probably technically a better Godzilla film than the American one that came out the same year as this. Oh gosh. Oh. God, the other pilots were going in as kamikaze bombers, basically. Oh, good question. I'm not sure. I'd like to pick a reasonably high one, although... that little squelch.
That's a good question.
I'm the one that can destroy you once and for all. I like that moxie. Gosh, it's built up to this very well, hasn't it? Glorious. Vicus. Gloop. Oh dear. Lady Liberty got a pie in the face. Big Ghostbusters 2, isn't it, actually? You got pinkish slime, you got the Statue of Liberty. You got the Statue of Liberty being moved, even if not quite in the same way as in that film. Oh, you're not with a NES joystick? Hey! I don't think that'll be all it is, though, will it? I got a spell that healed heals all your well, restores you to maximum health basically. That seemed like quite a final sort of spell too. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look at that coy smile. Absolutely, Amadeus. Oh, cool. So are you sure? It's okay, game. We're living the stupidest power fantasy ever of having PS1 memory cards to burn through. Oh, here you go. Oh, level 34. There we are. So we're probably alright level-wise. We just haven't got quite as good armor as we could have. And I think I probably should have more recovery items than I do at this point. Unfortunately, I blew through quite a lot of them on the last boss. Oh. What did he want to tell us? That is thoughtful of the game to put a save at that point. Oh god, these are so cool, aren't they? She is such a cool protagonist, isn't she? Who apparently gets ruined like other M style in the third game. Bit of a shame. Final spell does loads of damage, oh cool. Oh wow. Oh, I should not have used all my rockets on that last boss. Do regret that a bit. Okay, health-wise. Yeah, what is the final, was that, oh, is that one? Liberates mitochondrial control. I did wonder what that was. Maybe we'll start with that. Hello. Oh. Must be the name of my host. Let me guess, your sister. Gosh. I mean, I can relate. I don't always have the utmost faith in humanity, if you were to generalise it a little bit. Hey! Why is it that humans kill? Speak for yourself, this. Yeah, we have our reasons for murderous intent. All organisms have something called a territory. This territory is guarded from natural enemies. Until now, humans had no such natural enemy. That is what has allowed them to prosper to this point. You beings must think of your prosperity as history. But you're wrong! This game does capitalise and excellent.
To mankind.
This game does like capitalise in words and throw that exclamation marks. We mitochondria have lived within the human being and have allowed you to prosper. Appropriate response. Made you create the perfect environment for us. Oh gosh. She's a bit of a Final Fantasy villain now, isn't she? Oh gosh, we were all kept alive to serve horrible Resident Evil monster producing germs, basically. Yeah, no worries, Pasties. I hope you get some nice rest tonight, man. I hope you'll be okay for work tomorrow. Thanks so much, Pasties. Good night. Cast me too. Oh, yeah. Please do. That would really help me, actually. Come free again. But you see, the vehicle is no longer needed. Oh, the mitochondria will become... Oh. Good use of operatic music in this. Little, cheesy, cool tale there. Okay, so we're gonna save it here. And stop the stream. No, we're not. We'll do that, so we can basically just load that if we die. So we don't have to, like, load through what's the cutscene again, all that. And we'll also get hurt there. It's always good. Okay, which part of it do I want to... Let's go ahead. Ooh. Nice headshot there. Oh god! Oh, she grabbed us! Oh good. Oh god. She was at least nice enough to put us down, so I like that. Let's get barrier up. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of our range has gone down a bit. It means we have to get a bit close. Bit closer. Ooh. Ooh. Thought I might be safe there. I was not. There we go, we've used our first potion. What would they jump? It totally is. Oh, I did not like that. Did not like that attack very much. Let's use haste so that'll speed us up a little bit. Let's go in the worst possible place for that spell. It also looks like we might be able to dodge that from there, but we definitely can't. Oh, we've shot the head enough, have we? Okay. Oh, you bugger. Maybe I'll try that spell you said was really good combo. A little bit, I think. I assume we probably need like a full bar to recover, I assume. Yeah, we're on the way there. It's never like just the first form though of a final boss, is it? More of these games. Oh, come on, I was far enough away from that. Apparently not. Let's run away quickly. Ah! Yeah, I was pushing my luck there. Yeah, we're not doing them. Oh, she's confused. Oh god, I hate that. Oh no! Oh, she's reversed our directional controls, which. Oh, not even in a consistent way. So like down is. So down is. Oh my god. Yeah, down was left then. Absolutely. That was an encouraging sound. Okay, so we killed the body, I guess. Oh god, I'm doing hopelessly. Oh god. Looks like we just about dodged between the middle of those, but it's quite hard to do it consistently. We've gone through quite a lot of medicine, unfortunately.
The other day, I swallowed a little turkey, but I'm a chicken body, you beef jerky.
Oh, that's encouraging. Give you points for trying. Enough of this nonsense. What should learn what evolution really means. I wish I had the Pokemon evolution jingle as a sound effect now. Oh gosh, she's got a bit poison ivy on us, hasn't she? I'll try not to use this save state, but it's there. Just to make a point, I guess. Ooh, wow. Oh my god, what is she doing? I don't like whatever she's doing there. Oh, alright. That works for me. Oh god! What? Just did that out of nowhere. Oh. Let's use that gets rid of all negative status effects. So we definitely want that there. There's just no way to dodge that. Oh. Ooh. Let's get rid of that poison. Feature them head and shoulders. Let's heal. Because we're not doing amazingly in terms of how many restorative items we've got. Ooh, I didn't hurt that much actually. That's quite nice. Speed us up a little bit. Oh, she has lowered our defense, don't like that. Yeah, our handgun's quite powerful at this point, it looks like, so that's definitely helping. Shoot that poison. Oh, I did on the previous set, unfortunately. Maybe it would have been a good shout to keep that on. Can't be unnatural enemy, no. Gosh, look at her face. Oh dear. Okay. A nice creepy smile to melt away with. A lot of effectively unsettling imagery in the FMVs, fair play. Your Eve evolved into Poliwell. Must have been some Oh wow, the shot here is taken right out of Escape from New York, and oh god, double punch. I am Matt in Rebellion. Oh, is there a So I was wondering if, sorry to mind the game disappearing for a moment. I thought it was like a raid then or something. How are you guys doing? We're really right at the end of this, so quite cool. I might save state again. Well, it'd be nice if we didn't have to use one of those. See how we do. Told everyone you were playing Fortnite, so they may drop off in a sec. Oh, good. Okay, so now we're on this. That's interesting. So now we're on the 6th day. So I don't know how that works in terms of. Oh, so we're not actually completely right at the end then. Hello, Jara. Has that been a raid? Or a host? Thank you, presumably Peds? If so, thank you very much. Oh yeah, what's wrong? Look at the running speed! Oh. You were great. Shows that only my partner can pull it off. Oh. The hell did Eve have to bring all this to the Statue of Liberty? Because the ocean and what it symbolises. The sea is the mother of all creation. This is where she wants to give birth. It's a big Ghostbusters 2 fan, isn't it? And I like to have some time to myself. I'm assuming there's something left still, isn't there? Everyone else has been guided inside. Yeah, because we still haven't used the gun Mida gave us. How are you guys all doing? Thanks so much everyone for coming in. You were watching Peds play Perfect Dark. How did he get on with it? Was he playing the Xbox version, the 360 version, or the This is the it's the Pokemon Gen 2 patronising tutorial guide. That's great. Oh, N64, wow, fair play. If you was doing that at original frame rate, fair play. No need for this anymore. You take it, keep it as a souvenir. Well, he's the one getting given a good luck charm for one star. Good old Wayne. Was he the one? Oh, I think I know. Yeah, okay, I know who he was. Well, I think the game's trying to foreshadow something with everyone going, wow, you've definitely done everything, haven't you? You've definitely finished the game. ... question mark, or have we? I mean, I sort of kind of killed my sister in the process, Wayne. Sort of. Well, a kidney at least. I'll still do this for us. Oh, good lads. Could you upgrade our... I know we don't have a trading card like you want, but could you at least upgrade our stuff? We should probably distribute bonus points as well. Yeah, I don't think there's much to be gained from this really. I mean, I suppose we can... I guess we might as well move over these, although we don't really need them. But yeah, for those of you who have just come in, we're quite late game on this. I think we've still got a bit of story to get through, and then presumably at least one more boss. But yeah, we're on disc 2 of this as well, so that's quite fun. There we go. Oh, you have a grave on aim on any weapon. Oh, that's quite cool, actually. I guess the handgun I can't do it on my disc gun. I wonder if there's any significance if you... Like, we got a gun given to us by, one of the police officers who passed away. I wonder if there's significance if you do that one. Oh gosh. Do we have any ideas? What do we want to call the gun? Start throwing out some ideas. This is a first. I don't think I've ever named a gun in a game before. A grub. How about, because it's a handgun... Hand grub. What else we've got? Silver gun. Silver gun is very good. Oh, I do like that. Big as bomb. Can carry forwards one gun and armor. Oh, that's what this is then. Oh, cool. So say, I'm quite happy with our gun. Probably less of our armor. But my little friend. Yes. Good one as well. I don't mean it to have weird connotation, it's a handgun. It's a hand grum. If the grum is whatever, happy wherever he is. Sorry, he's I don't mean to word that as if he's not still with us, he is. Okay, what about armor? Okay, how about... Oh, I don't think it'll fit. Oh, I wanted to do Armadeus, but with like a different spelling. We need to get that pun in there somehow. With I suppose maybe we can compromise. Armadeus. There we go. It's not quite right, but that seems like a good compromise. So I can either that or game armor, but no, that won't fit really, will it? Or game armor, no. I'm quite happy with that. Armodeus. There we go. Armodeus X. There we go. There you go. So that's your legacy armor. I've named armor I'm not particularly happy with in the game after you. Sorry, you kind of got the short deal compared to Graham, but still, pretty neat. I could, yeah, exactly. Brilliant. You gonna hand me your excess baggage or what? There we go. Cheers, guys. That worked out quite nicely, didn't it? Yeah, this is quite, we haven't really needed to go back to previous saves. This is quite a nice case of having multiple saves, like if I wanted to go back to older ones for equipment I ended up getting rid of fire and upgrades or something like that. What did I receive some supplies? Oh, some supplies! Oh, cool, I like that. Now there's some 4. Sweet, it's the ammo. Oh, can you give us rockets? We don't really need bullets, I just want more rockets, really. No more medicine 4s. Take some medicine 3s then. Okay, well this is telegraphing we're definitely not done gameplay wise. can't remember which ones these are now. The Cure P is poison. That's darkness. This maybe just... Oh, we can't carry anymore. Still got... Yeah, we can... Cure P, Cure D... Okay. Hello, Grum! Grum, we just named our gun after you! We called it Hand Grum. You should be ever so proud, sir. Your legacy is, a proud one. Okay, P, D, how are you doing today, Grum? Oh gosh. Cool. They cheaped out a bit on supplies here. Could they not have brought some revives as well? What else we got? Still nice the game to throw us that burn. No worries, Matt. Hello, Grum. You can't grab, you are now a handgun. No, we called it a hand Grum. Which is not an instruction. It's our new gun. No worries, Jeff. You got another early start tomorrow, have you? No worries, man. I assume I'm meant to go back out here. Yeah. So I think we're on the 27th of December in Universe now. They're quite good character models by PS1 standards as well, aren't they? Relatively detailed. You could not approach the creature without absolute confirmation of its death. The citizens of the... Oh, gosh. That huge creature that the mitochondria was creating was... Oh. That's encouraging. Could it have been the uterus for the ultimate being? Okay, that bugs me. That is the rule, isn't it? You're not really meant to use more than 3 exclamation marks. I think Final Fantasy VII uses like 7 at one point. Well, actually be appropriate if they use 7, but... Yeah, Grum's got a lovely emote collection. You go back to level 1 in New Game Plus, the game gets harder, but you carry... Since you carry gear, you start out a little OP. Thanks for the shout. It's been quite nice. We've had quite a few people across the few streams, like yourself, come who know the game quite well. So I do definitely appreciate the help. Oh god. Aww! Oh god. Oh my lord. Whoa! Is it weird I find it kind of cute? It's this Babby Demon. What the hell is that? Aww. It's the ultimately adorable being. Who should we name the baby after? Pure Dragon Ball Z. What are these explosions? Oh gosh. I wonder if this took... I think they've got a bit of a blockbuster ending with this as well, like sort of in the wake of like Independence Day and other explosion-laden blockbusters of this era.
I don't believe it.
God. I want his good luck charm. This is different. It's not the voodoo stuff. Oh, throw it, throw it. Daniel, in all this time, you could have just give me. I think it's actually a useful thing. Blockbuster MV gun MV. Aww. Hello. Oh. Aww. Is someone feeling a little cranky? Oh, look how tiny it is. I thought it was bigger than that going by the F&B, wow. With a mega mind cranium on this one. Right. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, let's, I always forget to rewind on. Put a save state there so we can go back to it if we die. So we don't have to like skip through all the cutscenes. Yeah. Exactly. Oh gosh. Well, that's definitely the end of that. The Jazabrio. Oh gosh. Oh, they're not cute now. Okay, now I don't. Now I can kill them guilt-free. Fair enough. Ooh. There we go, speed ourselves up a little bit. So we've got a gun the scientist guy gave us earlier. Ooh. I think we should probably use that at some point. Yeah, our handguns actually ended up quite powerful. So again, Grum, you've been named after a fine little piece of weaponry. Oh gosh. Ah, we got two of them! Try and focus on one. Sometimes with this kind of thing, it's like the Dark Souls, when you fight two Dark Souls bosses at once. There's usually one that's harder, isn't there? Oh, they got out of range. Actually, maybe the flying one would be better to kill first. Oh, we've kind of committed to this one of them falls there. Get a bit of healing us. Take all the shots. That's good. Oh, nice! Oh, that destroys both of them! So did they share the same health bar, or would killing the flying one just have gotten that one out of the way, or would that have... curious. Just like the bell gargoyles. Handgrum is making a difference. Oh my god, did someone mention Dragon Ball Z earlier? Wow. Oh gosh. This is the mature beard? This is such a cool... This game ends very well. It's a bit dumb in some ways. It's quite, as I say, big, silly blockbuster, but it does it very well.
It's about time you grew up, baby boy.
Very good. Fair play. It's definitely final boss music, isn't it? It does sound like, appropriately, it does sound like, kind of has the tinge of like the songs you hear at the end of a Resident Evil game, but with, it also does sound like it could be a Square RPG as well, so good mix. And again, the music is definitely one of the highlights of this game. There's quite a lot of highlights to this game. Yeah, it's such a Dragon Ball Z Mewtwo. Oh god, what's his name? Frieza? Is it? Buff. It's not Frieza, is it? What's the white? Is the white guy in Dragon Ball Z? Not as in white human, is it? You know what I mean? Oh, good. Speed ourselves up a bit. Ooh, I don't know how he didn't get hit there. That was weird. I'll take it though. Oh! Yeah, our gun wasn't really equipped with a lot of abilities, but it's definitely, Do you think about how many phases there's been to, like, the final bosses of this? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. It is Frieza, okay, I was right. You can tell I'm not the, I do like Dragon Ball, I think it's cool. I haven't, obviously not intensely familiar, but... Oh gosh. This reminds me a bit of Chaos from Sonic Adventure. Okay, so is this where we need to change to the No, it's not. Okay, so how do we do any actually no, maybe the rocket launch is not a good idea. I might still not do too much damage. Oh god, we've just wasted this. No worries, Jeff. Thanks so much for tuning in. Goku is a Dragon Ball. Thanks so much for tuning in, Jeff. Hope you have a good night's sleep for work tomorrow, man. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Good night. Yeah, what do we do to scan them? I didn't use that too much scan. God knows what its health is. And that's all we got. Cool. I'll try that really powerful spell. I know you want to continue living. After all, you were just born. But... oh my gosh! Thank you, Jeff! Thank you so very kindly. You don't have to give the sub every stream, so I swear. Bless you. Oh, thank you so much, as always. Enjoy your, the stupid Donkey Kong emotes. Do enjoy them, Matt. Want to live too, like all other human beings. Speak for yourself, Aya. Speak for all of us. Maybe we could get this to Aya. They're bullets with Aya's cells in them. Oh, god damn it, Daniel! It's too late now. It was your fault, Daniel. Oh, what silly. Look at him go! Jesus Christ! Oh no! Oh no! Are we losing Daniel? Oh. Oh, he might be alright. Oh gosh. So wait, do we now need to be using... Okay, yeah. I think... Okay. Ooh, let's try, Oh, 999 damage, I like that! Oh, I should also be using magic by this point. God, the presentation of all this is so good, isn't it? Oh, there we go, that's doing all the damage. Oh. Squelch it. Is that it? Oh, no, obviously it's not. Oh my god! Hold on, maybe not yet, maybe not yet. There's gotta be something on this cruiser to get rid of this. It's a bit Jaws-esque, this, isn't it? The music here is even a little John Williams-y. The engine room. Oh, good. Credit. Let's make a phone call. Nope. Let's put the phone back very slowly, as it turns out that's not what we're meant to do. Wait, are you serious? Are you serious? You can't... No! What? Oh god. Do we actually have to do all that again?
Death stalks you at every turn!
Oh, you're kidding me. She was opening the door so slowly. Oh god. Where did we load the Yeah, okay. In that case. Doesn't mess around, does it? That was so frustrating though, because it I mean, it was probably a bit stupid of me to think I could save the game there. But like her animations were so slow for like opening the door and putting the phone down. Alright, so we can probably... Yeah, we might be alright doing a lot of those. Don't stop at all, yeah. Unfortunately, I've gone this far without like having to resort to a save state, so I'm a bit sort of... We'd kind of rather do it with the see if we could still do it without that. Yeah, this hasn't actually been... I think... Thankfully, I was a bit worried I wouldn't handle this aspect very well, but I think we've... we seem to have... I think ended up with a pretty good gun. In terms of like how we've upgraded it. Oh, I should probably be careful here, actually. Damn that! Thought you'd like that. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, Cam. That was me being useless. Am I having... I keep forgetting to... Retro is a bit weird of how it saves settings. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's quite funny, really. Yeah, there he is again. Which tags the game's frame rate a bit, actually. Seemingly true to original hardware there. Yeah, this isn't actually too tough a fight. I think the hardest boss might have still been that warehouse crab one. Yeah, I think maybe because we've leveled up a reasonable amount. Let's try to skip to some of the newest songs I've got in there. There we go. Has he killed Krillin yet? Krillin was my main in what I played the Dragon Ball Fighters. Good game, that. Should get back to it. There we go. Okay, where's this put us? Okay, this might be back where we... Oh no. Oh, that's right, we've got to do this bit. I guess we'll do a couple of formality shots, we don't really. There we go. Crooked. There he goes. Oh, I hope he lives, so I don't know how likely that is. Kind of clever in the way if he's going to burn by going near this creature. The water will sort him out. Okay, do we, okay, yeah, no, it just swaps the minus gun automatically, cool. Reminds me a bit of the Super Metroid final boss, actually, not being able to do any damage at all, and then getting a really power. Well, actually, again, a bit Resident Evil-esque, getting dropped the, rocket launcher right at the end. Like, from a helicopter as well. Wow. Okay, here we are. There we go. We now resume, you had Zombies Ate My Neighbour's music, after the banjo one. Yeah, Joe, nice bit of a mix. Okay. This time will be, I mean, I don't think I will use this if it does come to it, but yeah, lesson learned. And I suppose there need to be actual stakes to this. I mean, actually, part of it as well, I was quite slow to advance the dialogue there the first time that happened. And Josh Tales, we've talked about those. And yeah, it did start crawling towards me during that. Oh god, I don't know whether is it left? Are we supposed to kind of... Oh gosh. God, I hope this is right. God, where the hell are we? This is quite effective. This might be one of the most horror moments of us. Boy, the pressure shoots up. I can blow the ship to bits. Do you know where we are? We're in Hell's Kitchen! Oh my god! Oh gosh. We're in Hell's Kitchen! Yeah, there's a bit on action, but... Oh, Aya, please open those doors more quickly. Oh, hey, it wasn't that close behind. Oh gosh. Oh god, did we go the right one? Oh gosh. Right. That was great actually. That was a really good little tense and quite survival horror sort of sequence to end that on. A bit frustrated we failed it first time, but to be fair, it's not that bad. I mean, the boss right before isn't too tough. Oh. Right, is Daniel okay? God, that is the ending of Jaws, isn't there? Right up until ending in the water after blowing the boat up. Oh, okay, I guess he was. Oh. I guess there was no mystery there. It's finally over. I guess that was Daniel's idea, kind of clever though. Like, I thought there was going to be like, oh god, is Daniel alright? He's just there. So I guess so. I don't understand, why do I have this power? It's because Maya's inside of you too, Maya. When your mother and your sister died, they transplanted a part of your sister into you. When you were 7, you probably don't remember any of it, but you were born with a defect in your right eye, and so Maya's cornea was transplanted into your right eye. That's what I saw when I touched. Then what I saw when I touched Eve was, it said that when you have an extreme experience, what you see then is branded onto the cornea. This has been scientifically proven. It was her sister's lost memory of the first, what she would see during those flashbacks. And to the different evolutionary chains that Eve, by living symbiotically within Maya's mitochondria, and still possessed Eve's power. From there it could evolve to the point where it could live symbiotically with the human nucleus. Starting with the incident in Japan and now with this. I wonder if this is a message to all mankind. The Earth is a single human being. We humans that invade the Earth become like viruses out of control. We in essence are upsetting the natural balance of the body. This is definitely utter destruction. That's not very empowering, is it? Think of it that way. Anyway, enlighten news. The sun's coming up. Oh, cricket. Very good. Well done. I bet you entered that in with a very, very content smile over it.
Game over!
It's a good game over. Oh. Why have you got sinister music? Oh. Well, little gentleman, little lad. So we're getting a bit cyclical here. Looks like are we at the start? Yeah, but we're at the theatre. We're at the start of the game. Oh damn. Hey, the gang's all here. Oh, Mida, he'll be alright. I hope I pronounced that right, Mida. To be honest, if I was Aya, I would not want to go anywhere near this place after all the horrible death that happened within it. Like, we got all the cardboard cutouts. It's like Colonel Sanders in front a little bit. I've genuinely no idea where this is headed. Oh gosh. Jesus, Ben. Oh god, I wouldn't want to be behind Daniel trying to watch something. Want to be able to see past his head. Oh wow, that is a Final Fantasy sounding instrument there, isn't it? So yeah, this is the opera they saw at the start of the game before it all went, well, the way it did. Probably less, horrible. Definitely, yeah. Quite. You don't understand. I'm amazed. This is it's quite cleverness in how it's going. It's being very cyclical. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see any kind of fire ever again either. But if I was Aya, I would absolutely not want to witness this again. Be a bit of a post-traumatic thing, wouldn't it? No, I'm being too cynical. It's a nice way to wrap the story up. Which one is Celeste? Yeah, it's a little bit of, yeah, Final Fantasy VI has a lot of, they got told off for standing up. The child scolding them. Yeah, the Final Fantasy VI has quite a bit of the theatrics in it, doesn't it? Right, unlike the last one, you'd better not burn this theatre up, miss. Don't go all inglorious bastards on us. I would really prefer it if you would sit down. Oh gosh. Aww. Oh. What? Oh no! That's meant to happen, right? It's because it's Christmas, they're all lighted up like Christmas lights.
I don't believe it.
Oh dear, was that a... yeah, that was true. Oh look, it's the Final Fantasy creator. Haruno Sakaguchi. I guess that was meant to be a... Oh, Tetsuya Nomura was the character designer. That's Kingdom Hearts man. So quite a bit of the, quite a few of some of the big names worked on this. Yeah, I'm not completely sure that's meant to imply that ending. I'm sure it's quite obvious if you, I probably had the minutiae of the, how some of the, biological aspects of the plot worked go over my head, so I'm sure that's probably... I guess that is meant to be like a horror, kind of ambiguous ending, isn't it? Like, will they all be alright? I mean, Aya will be, because there's a sequel where she's still in it. Good gauge, guys. No, I've come away from this very positive. I really did like this. It's not perfect. I think one of the big things is it's still, like... I don't know if it's the translation, it still has a bit of a... The script's not too bad, it's sometimes just a tiny bit blunt at times, and it kind of reminds me of the Final Fantasy VII translation, which was quite rough around the edges. I don't know if there's still a bit of that in this, where I think one of the big ones was there was just a lot of like, oh, they need a thesaurus here, if they're going to keep using the same word or concept over and over again, but... No, it still works. It still very much works, this. Like, I love the combat, I love how kind of pacey and quick, kind of cool little horror action story that it is. And it's still very singular and one of a kind. I can't really think of another game quite like this. Every time I ask the question. Yeah, so much mitochondria, yeah. I mean, I guess there probably isn't another word for that. Well, one of the big ones is they would always say, I'm getting hot, when they were burning up. There must be another way to word that. Yeah. And again, that weird character, that weird case of that character who didn't like guns, and I was sort of like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. But then I think you were meant to think he was Ron. With the weird, pro gun. Oh, it's such a strange way that played out, gosh. Like saying, no, the police should be using the guns. A bit weird in today's climate, honestly. That's probably aged worse than anything technically in this, really. But no, otherwise I really did like this. And I do recommend, although it's, I guess the easiest way to play it would just be if you had a PS3 to get it off the American PlayStation Network store. I mean, I think the better way, like, I prefer playing, if I'm going to play a PS1 game from the PlayStation Network on an actual PlayStation console, I prefer to do it on the PSP or Vita. It's quite cool to play a game like that on the portable, actually, but yeah, if not that way, I really loved emulating it like this with that upscale thing. That was a nice way to deal with low resolution backgrounds and potentially having the 3D character models clash with them on the modern display. That's fair, Crooked, yeah. You've been here for quite a lot of this, haven't you? Yeah, so I can definitely understand that. But no, it's a cool as hell game, man. I know I might be bagging on it a little bit in certain aspects, but it really did work wonders on me. It's probably one of the less scary games we played this month, but there's still effectively haunting segments like the F&Vs hold up surprisingly pretty well. I mean, obviously they are clearly 90s CG, but they still manage to be like effectively grotesque in a way you might not expect from someone of that age. And yeah, I love the structure of the game. Like, it plays out quite at a really satisfying, brisk pace. Really cool battle system as well. So I was quite happy we did get to this. And we were able to get this done in 3 streams. Well, I say reasonably comfortably, but last night's one was comically way longer than I probably should have gone on that. But yeah, this is a cool little game. I'll hopefully get to another PS1 RPG in time. There's so many on that system. Problem is that nearly all of them are like 40 plus hours long or so. I quite liked this one. It was quite brisk, this one. I was thinking of maybe, because I suspected we might not be streaming for too long, maybe playing another game afterwards, but I think maybe we'll. It looks like Nick is streaming, so perhaps we'll raise him. Oh gosh, yep. There you go. There's your Nick cameo from the stream from my phone. No, it's not necessarily that, Matt. Unfortunately, there's not really any... Yeah, there you go, the music. Yoko Shimomura, absolute legend she is. Oh god, Sleeper's Wake, loud sounds to the water. Is that maybe one of the songs? Oh, she was the lyricist as well, fair play. No, it's basically what I did with this map was put a scanline filter on it, and then this emulator has a setting to basically still play the games at the original PS1 resolution, but it's quote-unquote super sampling or down sampling it from a higher resolution. So the character models look a little bit kind of smoother, basically. They look a little less scratchy and rough. You still can't make out much detail on them, but I find that mode is probably the best way the character models blend in with the backgrounds. What the Longest Journey one is, which is the mod which is similar to the mod Peds downloaded for Final Fantasy IX on PC. That's an actual upscaling tech for the textures that's done before they're then placed in the game, so that's not like done actively, like say super sampling the character models that we've done here. Forgive me, I'm probably explaining this terribly, but it's always a bit of a challenge to present these kind of games on the modern display. And yeah, Longest Journey is one of those, so it's great someone's found a way to make the backgrounds look a little... use really strong upscaling tech for that, so they jar a little bit less awkwardly with probably high, the 3D visuals. You're probably rendering at quite a high resolution, like higher than the game ever was meant to be. It's not Cricket, because I hadn't set Bubsy 3D up on you, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. You did use cheats to make the game look good. I'm glad that it looked good on the stream. I hope the scan lines were okay, because they don't always come out. There might have been some unevenness to the way they appeared, depends on how you were watching the stream. I am sorry if that was the case. Oh, here we go. I tried to the stream's at 1080p, so that should hopefully help with rendering the scan lines properly and all that. It was quite I'd say it was probably a pretty easy game, actually, in a sense. We didn't die that often. It definitely, well, we died quite embarrassingly in that, during that final chase sequence. As frustrating as that was, I'm sort of like, you know what, it's quite cool to have a bit there where the stakes are high enough that you can game over it. Still a bit annoying, she opens those doors so slowly, but it didn't really end up being that bad, did it? Just doing that little section again for the boss, which wasn't too tricky. I wonder what people were, 'cause I'd read people online saying they didn't understand an aspect of the final boss and they had to look it up. That wasn't really a problem we had, necessarily. Yeah, no worries. It's quite nice you've, that's quite a nice way to cap it off, actually. It's nice you're able to finish early enough for you to still see the ending, man. Which, oh god, I completely forgot about the glowy eyes ending. I wonder what the theories are on that, or if that's... you can actually ascertain what's going on if you were better able to process information than I was in terms of the game's the game's lore and story. Such a strange ending. I wonder if they acknowledge that at all in the second game. There we go. Yeah, so glad I got to this game. Oh, there we go. It just so happens it works out the way we've... oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, it just so happens it works out we're saving in the first slot for our final one. No, it actually doesn't. Close enough. Yeah, thanks so much, Joe. Have a lovely night's sleep, man. There we go. So that would be our new game plus then. Oh, alright. Probably don't really need to at this point, but just for formality, we will put disc 1 in. Which I now know how to do. It's a bit weird, you have to actually open and close the virtual disc tray. You gotta open it, then change the disc, because if you've put the first disc in, and then... I mean, Grub is asleep too. Beat with 2 there. Ah, cheers Amadeus. Although I still want to do a couple more horror games, so we might end up running late still. But it's quite nice. It's, getting this done tonight is nicely freed up. Doing a few more, so that's quite nice. Oh god, this everything's so cool. Yeah, I'm always conscious, like, I think when you're trying to think of, like, stupid funny business, like, it's so easy to sound snarky and cynical about what you're playing. I hope I didn't go too far on that, because I'm so positive on this game overall, even with a few quirks. I would say it's one of my favourite PS1 games, easily. And oh, one thing I didn't say before, actually, this is on the Japanese PlayStation Classic as well. We kind of missed out a bit there, I feel. I mean, well, granted. I mean, regardless of the selection, the PlayStation Classic was the PlayStation Classic, but that was a cool inclusion for their lineup. Now, we could have had, could have had it in place of Rainbow Six, couldn't we? Oh, no, Grant, don't worry at all. No worries, I hope those things are going alright. That's no problem at all, sir. What have I played this month, Matt? So I'm trying to think, so I should have written these down, really. What have we done? We've done... Inside, Dead Space 1, The Count Lucanor, Lone Survivor, Little Nightmares, the Little Nightmares DLC. So that's 5 so far. There's... 1 or 2, but did Mario Maker 2 as well? Hey, I'm sure we played like a spooky level or 2 on that. Am I forgetting any others? I think I am. Oh, the Castlevania... There was a Castlevania mod of Doom we played as well, so 6. Is that everything? Oh, well, the spooky theme on Tetris 99 as well. CTR. Ballistic Entry. I think that's all the horror games I've streamed, the ones I've mentioned. Oh, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Is there like another one on Steam that I did? I've really liked everything I've played, to be honest. Oh, to rank them, I'd probably put, I don't know, really. I'd say Lone Survivor was the one I was probably the least enamored with, which is a shame, because I feel like in a lot of ways that could have been my favourite in terms of... Yeah, I think I've mentioned all the games I did, and I'd still like to do 1 or 2 more horror games. Probably 1 or 2 more Steam ones. Maybe ones I can finish in 1 to 2 streams, so... It's set several years after the original, with Aya working for some government agency that investigates mitochondria-related incidents. Oh, cool. This game doesn't really need a sequel, does it? When you get down to it, so... It doesn't desperately need that, but it's also sort of like, it's cool it got one. I'm curious to try it, although again, expectations might be in check on it since I've heard kind of mixed things about it. This thing doesn't sound as interesting as this one is. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. We've had quite a nice turnout tonight, actually. Thank you so much. At least to explain a sequel to it. I mean, just went in the water. He's not burning. That was just that, I guess. I felt like there was a scene. I really do feel like there was a scene missing there. Like we should have had something like I don't know. I was expecting the classic ambiguous. Is this character alive or not? Everyone's sad, and then turn up they are, so everyone's happy. Yeah, I knew about the book as well. It's everything's so fascinating about this game, even its origin, isn't it? It's quite neat, but yeah, I tell you what. Now we're gonna let me make sure I get his username right. Nick Raptor _ Yeah, so we'll go raid. We'll go raid Nick. Very fine chap. On here, who's a fan of Spyro, so you know he's legit. I think most of you probably know him by now. You believed in Daniel. So, we'll raid him. I suppose whatever our raid message will be handgun related. Or handgrum, say, like, I don't know, get a note of my handgrum or something. I think I remember that combinations. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that with Revelations having. Yeah, actually, yeah, because Revelations' final battle was like outside on a ship, wasn't it? Right. Yeah, yeah, hand gluten, whatever you want. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely night. All right. Good night.
Like 5 alarms because sometimes one of them won't wake me up. I have to rely on hopefully one of them wakes me up, and it's like a loud EDM song. So I'm kind of worried for whoever, Tamina, or anyone who has to really like ever sleep over and deal with that if I ever have to wake up. If you're upset, I won't say that again. What? I'm not upset, Ilias. I'm not upset. It's very hard to upset me. You've really got to be very offensive for you to upset me. And even then, I don't really get personally offended. I just kind of like, listen, nobody here wants to see that. Get out of here. But Ilias, nothing you said has ever like made me be like, what's wrong with you? So you're good. You're good in my books. But I wish, dude. You would ignore him with a snap anyways. You'd ignore it? No, he wouldn't. Lisa, come on. What are you talking about? He would have not ignore it. Girlfriend of potential wife has a kid, so yes. Potential wife, and she has a. Oh, okay. So it's a girlfriend, potentially going to be wife. Are you gonna propose to her at some point, Co? Is that happening? And she has a kid. What's the kid's name? Wait, I don't know if that's like breaching privacy issues there. So maybe I refrain from asking about that. But I have to deal with it coming from the other room. One sounds like an earthquake's going on, and the other